Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, yesterday we showed you how to float things. We made this floating hero section, and then we wrote the code into our CSS panel so we could use just a CSS class name to float things. We had a great question. Somebody said, well, I want one going up and I want the other one going down. Really easy thing to do. I've actually done it down here. So here we've got three little independent modules and they're going up and down on their own at different timings. Really easy to do. I've actually modified this code so you don't have to make your section a fixed height. Really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to start a new page. And we'll go over, give it a name. Going to use the Divi builder, obviously. I'm going to build from scratch. It puts in a section by default. Let's put in a column of 3. If you're wondering what all this is, we got a custom global footer here with a pop-up contact form that we're using down here. For our floating modules to date, I'm going to go ahead and use the blurb module. I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm going to change the image for an icon. Doesn't matter which one. And let's use the default blue that we've been using with the icon there. And let's make it a little bit smaller. While we're in the design, I'll just chuck that text in the middle and we're good to go. So we've got one little blurb module here. Let's duplicate them a couple of times. So we've got 3 of them, 2 little squares to duplicate. Drag one across, doesn't matter which because they're all identical. Obviously you'd have some real content in yours. And to animate it, we went into an individual module here. Over to the advanced. We wrote a CSS animation. Like I say, I've updated the code so we don't have to give our section a fixed height. So let's do it. I've gone over to the advanced tab in my blurb settings. I'm going to go to the custom CSS. We're on the freeform CSS tab here. Just write a bit of CSS to get this rolling. So I want to affect this particular module. So I'm going to say selector. Then we'll open and close some curly brackets. And inside, we can tell it what we want it to do. But I want to create an animation. Let's say colon, I'll give it a name. We'll say FLO1, or float 1 perhaps. I'm going to have it rolling for 5 seconds, 5S. Want it to keep on going, so I'm going to say infinite. I want it to just be smooth, so I'm going to say linear. Great. So we've told it what we want it to do. Now we've got to create an animation called FLO1. So let's roll down. I'm going to use keyframes to do that. So we'll say at keyframes. Then the name that we gave it, which is FLO1. Now we can open and close some more curly brackets. And for that 5-second period, we can decide what we want it to do. So 0% when the page loads, basically, or second 1, the beginning of second 1 of our 5 seconds up there. Don't want it to do anything. Want it to be normal place, normal size. We're going to use transform translate for this today. So it's transform colon translate. Some round brackets at the end of translate there. I'm just going to put a 0 in there because we don't want it to move at all. Now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to say 50%. Tidy that up. I'm going to have it minus 20 pixels. So it's going to rise by 20 pixels. Minus 20 px. But when it gets back to 100%, I want it to be back down to 0. So if we look over here, it's actually moving, but it's moving in the wrong direction. I want it to move up and down. So all I need to do is tell it to translate Y. Translate with a capital Y at the end, and it will translate around the Y-axis. And the same for this one, if we want to translate it around the Y-axis. Now it's going up and down. Perfect. That's pretty much all we need to do. Now we've got this one moving. Let's go back to my content. The icon, let's make it face upwards. Right, to get these floating, let's go back to our code over here. I'm going to copy it all. Control A to select all, Control C to copy, or just select it. And we'll save this. We're going to go into our next one here. Going to go to the advanced. Let's get it so we can see it. Going to go to our custom CSS. I'm going to paste it in there. But I'm going to change this FL1 or FL01 to FL02, and the same for the keyframes down here. I'm going to change this for maybe 7 seconds. In fact, let's change this to 9. So there's a bigger gap between them. And if you wanted to, you could make this move a little bit more or a little bit less by giving it a different value over here. And we can save that. I'm sure you are ahead of me already. That icon bothers me facing that way and going up and down for some reason. So let's change it. We're on the third one right now. And you know what we're going to do. Go over to Advanced, Custom CSS. Put the cursor in there. Control V to paste. Now I'm going to change this from FL01 to FL03. Same with this one. We'll change the timing on this one. 7 seconds. Really want to make it bigger. Let's make it a bit smaller, say 15 pixels. Now we'll save that. And they're all bouncing up and down at different rates then. As you can see, really easy to do. I just wanted to change this icon. Boom. There we go. That'll look a little bit better. Okay, well, let's save this. Make sure it's going to work on the front. I'm just going to throw something on the bottom. So we've got a page rather than half a page to look at. Check in a little image section. So we've got something down there. Okay, well, let's save this. We'll save draft. And exit the visual builder. And there we have it. We got our 3 little independently floating modules there. I hope that's answered that question. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you. We'll make a little demo video just like this one. And if you make anything using this technique, please drop the link below. We'd love to see it. So once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.